As the NBA Cup rolls on, plenty of fans are still trying to figure out what this tournament actually is, and they're not alone. Even star players like Anthony Edwards have admitted they don't totally understand it. So here's the simple breakdown of how the NBA Cup works, why it exists, and what makes it different from a normal regular season stretch. The entire league is divided into groups within each conference. Teams are placed into these groups through a random drawing, but the drawing is organized using performance tiers from the previous season, so the distribution stays balanced. Think of it as a lottery system with guardrails. Every conference is split into 3 groups, and each group includes teams pulled from each tier, creating a mix of contenders, playoff hopefuls, and developing rosters. Group play takes place mostly on Fridays. Every team faces the other teams in its group once, with a pair of home games and a pair on the road. When group play ends, the team with the best record in each group advances to the knockout round, along with 2 additional teams that didn't win their groups but had the strongest overall records. If teams are tied within a group, the league goes through a set order of tiebreakers. It starts with head-to-head results, then moves to point differential, then total points scored. If things are still even, last season's record comes into play, and if all else fails, the league goes straight to a random drawing. Once the knockout stage begins, everything becomes single elimination. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and a final matchup decide the champion. Only the championship game sits outside the regular season schedule. Every other cup game counts toward each team's normal win and loss record. Players also get bonuses for advancing. In previous years, the rewards increased with each round, and the champions took home the largest prize. These amounts rise alongside the salary cap, giving players even more reason to take the tournament seriously. There's also an MVP award and an all-tournament team to recognize standout performances. So why should fans care about the NBA Cup? Even though it doesn't directly affect playoff qualification, it adds a competitive spike in the middle of the season. With money on the line, bragging rights at stake, and meaningful games inserted into the regular schedule, players tend to ramp up their intensity, especially as the final rounds approach. For fans, that means higher energy matchups, tournament-style drama, and a new reason to care long before spring basketball arrives.